Hello, I'm Frederick Falk, and I'm a close-up magician. The lifestyle of any performing artist is hard when they're first starting out. I feel like having the life experience of having been in the military really helped me a lot to prepare for that. Everything goes into creating a character. When I put on the wardrobe, when I get ready for a show, I go from being just another tall, blonde, young guy to this character. There are a lot of correlations between the character that I've created and why so much of the magic that I create has to do with time. That's what interests me.
Please welcome Frederick Falk.
Now, before I begin, I will need the assistance of one volunteer. Jonathan, I wonder if you might assist me with this.
Oh, certainly.
Thank you.
Well, you know what? I was going to maybe get someone else to do this for you. Is that okay?
That's perfect.
I'll tell you why,
certainly.
because there's a friend of mine who's over from England, and I thought it'd be fun to have someone else on stage anyway. We haven't met. You didn't know I was going to do this, but you will know him, ladies and gentlemen. He's one of the stars of Star Trek, the Mission Impossible films with Tom Cruise, his own film, Shaun of the Dead, Hot Fuzz, so many more. Mr. Simon Pegg is right here. Yes. I'll leave you guys to it. Hello, how are you going?
Well, thank you, Simon. This is a treat. This is amazing. Try not to let this distract me too much. Simon, since I was a little kid, I have always been fascinated with the idea of time and how we, as humans, how we perceive and quantify it, how we measure it with clocks and calendars. Not only that, but how it affects us. So I devised this little experiment to measure just that. Simon, your job is very easy. And really, the time on this watch is completely irrelevant, as you will see in just a few moments. So Simon, all I would like you to do is extend your index and thumb. I'm going to turn the watch face down. The reason I'm doing this is obviously so I cannot see what you're doing, and I want this to be random for you. Simon, just spin the stem on that watch until you are satisfied. And when you are, we will proceed.
Okay.
Okay, now push in the stem. That's very important. Make sure you feel it click. You felt it click?
It went in.
This watch is now set. I cannot further adjust this watch, okay? Nobody can. Now, I'm going to show the camera the time that you stopped at. Now, I realize there's two jumbotrons on either side of me, so while I do this, I'm going to face the back wall, all right? Remember this time, okay? Do my best not to see. You got it?
Yes.
Okay. Now, if you would please put both of your hands out in front of you, like this, but palms facing each other, like a sandwich, okay? Yep, there we go.
Got it.
Lift it up. I'm just going to sandwich that right in there. Now, you can put them down on the table.
Okay.
Whatever happens, do not move from that spot. We'll get back to you. Now, here's where the envelope comes in. I have one piece of paper, and all this has on it is a blank clock face. All right. Simon, what I would like you to do is out there in space, just imagine this clock, this blank clock, but about 40 feet bigger, okay? And just project the hands, the time on the watch that you stopped at, project the hands onto that clock, all right?
Got it.
And I'm writing this down in Sharpie, permanent marker, so I can't change my mind later. I'm committed to this, whatever happens. You know what? I got ahead of myself. I have a little insurance policy. If this doesn't work for whatever reason, sometimes magic goes that way, you get to keep whatever's in here. Just as a little consolation prize. I'm all about customer satisfaction. All right. Go.
Okay.
I think we got it. Now, before I go any farther, Simon, for the very first time out loud, what was the time that you stopped at, that you saw on the watch for everybody?
I forgot. No, I think it was 10 to 5.
10 to 5, I was going to say, please remember, otherwise this will be a spectacular waste of time. So thank you for remembering that. So 10 minutes to 5. So 4:50?
Yeah.
Magic is a beautiful thing when it works. But every now and again, things don't go quite the way you wanted them to. Thankfully, that is not tonight. Simon, that is exactly what I got. 4:50. Thank you. Now, Simon, it's interesting that you stopped at that particular moment, and here's why, and this is where I'm getting back full circle with the way we perceive and experience time. Simon, time really, it's all in our heads. Really. And the reason I know that is because there are no hands on that watch whatsoever. Look at it. Take a look. Thankfully, it works, so I get to keep my consolation prize. But just for fun, this is what you would have gotten. These are old Morgan silver dollars. These were $1 a piece. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 silver dollars. And this is a Walking Liberty 50-cent piece. This is 50 cents. $4.50, and you stopped at $4.50.
Thank you to Mr. Simon Pegg. You can go back to your seat. Good job, Simon. We'll see you.